Hello, Libra, and welcome to Bunny Cat's Oracle. Or welcome back to all my returning subscribers. It's great to have you here. I'm going to be doing a mid-January general tarot reading, and I do apologize for not posting readings earlier in January. I had every intention to, but unfortunately, I just got a little sick after the holidays and needed to take some time to recover, and I've just been catching up with my other work ever since. So I apologize, haven't had time to sit down and do a reading for you guys yet, but I am here and I'm happy to be here, and I hope you are too. Congratulations if you're listening to this, you're still alive. You survived 2020 and the beginning of 2021 too. It's a crazy time out there. I hope you guys are all right. I hope you're not being too hard on yourselves at this time. It is one of the most difficult times of the year for many people, even not in a pandemic, but things will hopefully eventually get better, and the sun will come out, and I don't know, insert other useful platitudes here. I'm going to start your reading with a little prayer today, okay? So it's a non-denominational prayer for everyone who clicked on this video today. I pray that you are healthy, that you and your loved ones are safe and protected from harm, that you are making all your best dreams come true, and that you are finding happiness in some small way during these times. Okay, now let's see what's in store for you for the rest of January, I guess January 16th onward. I can't believe it's already January 16th. What have we got for Libra for these next, couple weeks? Let's say 2 or 3 weeks, okay? For Libra, please. For Libra, sun, moon, or rising, or any cross watchers interested in seeing what's going on with the Libra gang. All right, what's going on, Libra? That was a fail of a shuffle there. Okay, Libra, please. I really love these cards, but they're just a bit too big for my little tiny hands. So it's a bit awkward with the shuffling. Gonna get a few more shuffles and we'll get started. Using the cat tarot again today because it's just nice and soft and fluffy and so cute. Libra, please. Okie dokie. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okie dokie, that was a mess. 5 and 6. Hope you guys had a nice holiday if you celebrated in some small way. Okay, let's look at your present. Ooh, we have the 6 of Pentacles. This is actually very, very lovely. The Ace of Swords. And the Page of Swords. Lots of air here. Okay, let's start with the 6 of Pentacles in the present. This is a very lucky card. It can talk about you getting a small inheritance or a bonus at work or a windfall of some sort. Some of you may have been very spoiled over Christmas, or maybe got a really nice Christmas bonus. I seem to be enjoying it. There's a feeling of having more than enough. There's also a feeling of reciprocation with this card. It's like give and take. It actually works really well with the Libra energy, the idea of the scales, of things being even. With the 6 of Pentacles, there's an idea of like sharing. You could be helping with charity, or it could also be just like money coming in and going out. Like maybe you got a bonus, but then you had a loan that you had to repay or some sort of big bill. So you were able to, deal with that, right? It's a feeling of fairness, of reciprocity, of things being in balance, right? So nice vibes coming through here. Page of Swords and the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is about clarity and truth. Also a little bit of a victory, but could also be a feeling of like a painful truth. And the Page of Swords is like a spy card. There's a real curiosity coming through, and this guy looks like he's up to mischief, doesn't he? Now, right smack dab in the middle of your present, I can't help but feel that this is your energy, Libra. See if you can see that. Some kind of strange glares coming off my light. I'm sorry. So I can't help but feel that some of you may be kind of spying on somebody else. So you may be literally the one doing the spying, maybe watching somebody's social media. It could be somebody you're interested in. And it may be that you've gotten a little bit of a painful truth that you've sort of have to accept that they've moved on. It could be reversed, though. There could be somebody kind of spying on you. If not, the Page of Swords also talks about, again, that intelligence, that curiosity, applying what you've learned, right? You may have learned something. You may have been studying a new topic over the past year, or just going, a little bit further with something you've already known about, and you are applying that intelligence in the present, showing people what you know. So really cool energy. We may get more information when I pull some clarifiers later. I'll just leave that for now. Recent past, I have Temperance. I have the King of Cups. Beautiful healing energy coming through here. And I have the Seven of Pentacles. It seems like there's been a little bit of a challenge, and it may have even been a health challenge or a health-related challenge. Something that you've overcome, lots of healing with Temperance. And the King of Cups is about control over your emotions. So it may have been that the challenge was to heal and to kind of accept things as they are, to heal your heart. King of Cups is somebody who's very deep. He can exist in a situation, he or she, however it resonates, that's very kind of rocky almost, like it could be a lot of drama around you, a lot of stuff going on, but you're able to kind of keep calm, you're like the calm in the eye of the storm, somebody that's very still waters run deep, that kind of thing. There may be a lot of deep emotions, but you're not showing it on the surface. It's a very watery feeling overall with the King of Cups and with the Temperance here in the recent past. So I feel like you have dealt with a lot of emotional energy, whether it was around you or whether it was coming from you, but you've come to a place of like acceptance and calm and just, so much less dramatic than maybe you've been in the past, or, I don't know. It's very lovely though. Others, again, you may have made some changes to your diet as well. And maybe that's giving you kind of a better feeling in the present, maybe drinking less than you have been. You may have made a decision recently to kind of cut out certain substances that weren't making you feel good. There's a very lovely healing vibe coming through here. So I do like that. And I do think you have overcome some sort of work challenge possibly as well, right? It could have been a project that you were given at work or a new job, something that you weren't quite sure about, but going from this Seven of Pentacles to the Six of Pentacles, I would think that you have overcome that challenge, that it's worked out quite well, because the Six of Pentacles, again, like representing a bonus or some sort of success, right? So that's all really lovely. Let's look at what's motivating you this month. I'm just going to grab two cards here. Oh, I've got the communication card and I've got the Seven of Wands. Okay. So I do feel, a feeling of needing to stand up for yourself, of maybe standing your ground. And it may be something that you're communicating, like if there are people around you, whether in your work or your family, who are trying to detract, from your purpose, or trying to, I don't know, maybe have some opinion about something that you're doing. It may just be that you're setting up strong boundaries of just, no, this is just not your place, or I'm not really interested, or, hey, I don't really need your advice, or something to do with communicating and standing up for yourself. For some others, it may actually be about advocacy. There's lots of fire here. Like these two fire cards, I feel like you may be all revved up and ready to go. You may be sticking up for somebody else. This is the card of advocacy, the Seven of Wands. So maybe somebody close to you isn't so strong to stick up for themselves, and you may be sticking up for them. Okay, so lots of communication. Emails, calls, maybe texts, maybe just like heart-to-heart conversations, but it seems to be about, again, either sticking up for yourself or somebody else around you. Let's look at your near future. Ooh, we have the High Priestess. Okay, your intuition could be very strong, or you could be dealing with the Pisces. We've got the Queen of Wands. Okay, the very ambitious card. It can represent a very ambitious woman in your life. And we have the Magician. Okay, so this can be your energy. It could be that you are trying to start something new with a female, a very ambitious but also very intuitive female. If this represents a person in your life, if this makes you think of somebody, I'll bring them closer. I do think it's important in the tarot that you guys see the cards Hence, I try to focus on the cards when I do my readings and not like, my face, just totally irrelevant to the reading. Sometimes when you see something in a card and it just reminds you of somebody, I do think that's significant, right? It may be a color, it may be the color of their eyes or their hair or something that they're doing or something, maybe somebody who has like a moon necklace or a star necklace or something like that. And it just makes you think of that person. You would know better than I would what this represents to you or whom this represents. Court cards often are people, but they can also be energies. So you may be starting something new. Let's say either with a Pisces or with even two women, maybe a Pisces and maybe another fire sign, or could be another water sign. Queen of Wands is water of fire. So it can be water and fire. Somebody with both fire and water in their chart, such as myself, or just representing a very ambitious, very soulful, creative woman. I see that figuring in strongly. If it's just your energy and not representing somebody outside of you, then this would talk about your ambition, some new ambitious project that you're wanting to start and go after. And it may be something very soulful for you. It may be something very spiritual with the High Priestess here, something involving your intuition in a way. If that's not really your thing, it could just be that your intuition is really playing a part here. I almost said fart. Sorry, I cracked myself up. Oh dear, I'm still a little delirious from my cold and like all the cold medication I've taken, I swear to God. Anyway, sorry about that. It could just be that, you have a hunch, like you have a feeling about something like that. You're just like, I've been wanting to do this thing for a while and I want to start it now. And I just have a feeling like now's the time and I'm just going to take a shot. I just feel it in my bones. It could be that kind of thing. And another possibility, because I like to give you lots of different options, is that you could be learning a secret about a woman in your life, an ambitious, charismatic, creative woman. Could be some secret that's coming to light here. The High Priestess can talk about secrets a lot, hidden knowledge, right? If for whatever reason she's telling you or you're learning it, and there's some sort of new beginning involved. Okay, interesting. I'm just going to leave that there for now. Again, we might get more information later when I do the clarifiers. Okay, something hidden. We've got the King of Wands here, which is the divine counterpart of the Queen of Wands. We have the Four of Cups, and we have the Two of Wands at the top. Okay, so I feel like this is more your story up here, like starting with the Magician, going into the Two of Wands. This is taking a step further on what you already started and really committing to it. That willpower that you need to really drive yourself forward. King of Wands, this is a charismatic male. Four of Wands, there's a feeling of boredom or not being sure. This line here, it's something that you don't know. So there may be a male in your vicinity. It would be very charismatic male. Somebody very good looking. Also a very soulful type of person, maybe somebody who thinks a little bit outside of the box. It could be that they are needing to make a choice and they're not sure about it. They're not really sure what they want to choose. They may be considering you. If you are interested in such a male, they may be seeing you as somebody that they want to choose. And it may be either that they're not sure or that you're not sure about something. It may also be that they're kind of wanting to offer you something and you're just not sure that you want it, that kind of thing. The Four of Cups is somebody not being quite sure they're wanting what's being offered, or maybe not even seeing what's being offered. There's also kind of a sense of boredom, but I'm not really getting boredom in this reading so much. I'm feeling it's more like somebody's maybe not sure that you're going to want what they're offering you, or you're not sure, that kind of thing. Okay, well, let's get some advice here. I'm going to take 3 cards here. I've got the Queen of Pentacles. I've got the Three of Wands. And I've got the Three of Swords. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So the Three of Swords can represent a little bit of a heartbreak or a little bit of an upset, although this is a very adorable card. It's hard to take it super seriously. Look at this rascal cat taking a bite out of my heart. How dare you, right? So, we don't always get what we want. There's a bit of a heartbreak. It may be saying, there may be somebody in your vicinity. It might be represented by this Queen of Wands or this King of Wands, or maybe even in your past, maybe this King of Cups means something to you. But where there's a little bit of heartbreak, or there may be a bit of heartbreak, but it's followed by the Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. And I think the message here is, focus on your money and your finances and your career, because there's a lot of opportunities available for you. The Three of Wands talks about overseas opportunities. You may be communicating with people really at a distance, maybe doing business deals, or it may be, if you have a website or a YouTube or you're selling something online, people far and wide are interested in what you have to offer. So this could be a very productive, very fruitful time for you. But you're really going to need to focus on your money. The Queen of Pentacles takes really good care of everyone in her life. And, you could be a male and this could be about that, right? It doesn't have to be male or female. It's just saying like, focus on your money, focus on your resources and on your career and on making sure that you have everything you need, right? So there may be somebody that you're interested in, or somebody you were interested in the past where you're, that's sort of causing you a little bit of heartbreak, or you're getting some sort of kind of bitter truth about them. But, that's just not where your focus needs to be right now. It's like nothing good is going to come of that. I wouldn't focus on that too much or let it bring you down, because there's this great new beginning and there's all this wonderful opportunity in terms of your ambition, right? That you're going to need to go after it. So that's the advice coming through there. I'm going to get some Lenormand cards on here to clarify, and we're going to see what else comes up. It might be totally different than what I've been saying so far and just complicate things further, or it might just confirm and kind of enhance the messages that are already there. This is the Gilded Reverie Lenormand by Ciro Marchetti, and I spent a lot of time playing with these cards and getting to know this deck while I was sick, a couple weeks ago, it's been great. Like, it's got these gold edges and this really gilded gold, almost tacky, kind of over the top vibe, very old timey. It makes me think of like a New Year's Eve party, like some of the characters in this deck. So that was sort of my way of pretending I was going to a New Year's Eve party. It was just like hanging out in my bed with my tea and my Lenormand cards, and that's been fun. I mean, as fun as it can be when you're sick and you're exhausted and you feel utterly useless, but I thought that was a good way to spend my time. So I've been wanting to try out these cards on my channel. So let's see what we have here. Okay, so we have the dice, and these cards, I'm not taking reversals. They're not, they don't work that way. This is interesting. Both of these cards are actually considered extra cards in the deck. They don't have a playing card association. They're not part of the official Lenormand. But anyway, we have the dice and we have the compass. So it feels like you are taking a gamble, or maybe you have recently taken a chance on some sort of new direction in your life. And I think there's a little bit of confusion about that. There's a little bit of uncertainty, but I don't think it's a negative thing. I think it just feels to me like it's a new adventure, and it's an adventure where, you don't really know exactly where you're going to end up or if you're going to get to the end on it. It's like, let's take a chance and let's just see how it goes. But there's a couple different cards in the Lenormand that do talk about confusion. This one is the Labyrinth. Again, this is another one of these extra cards. It's from this deck specifically. It's not from the Lenormand. So none of these cards are officially from the Lenormand that I've just pulled for you. I think that's interesting. But the other card in the deck that talks about confusion is the Clouds, which is considered like a slightly more negative card. This one, though, it's like a confusing adventure, but it's not like entirely negative. Like, I think there's some fingerprints, or I don't know, it's like a weird glare here. When I look at this card, look at all these people. I'm trying to bring it really close so you can see. I don't know if you can see the detail, but look at their faces. All these beautiful old-timey people here. They're in this labyrinth. So they're not really quite sure if they're on the right path, or if they took a wrong turn, or if they need to go back and take another turn. but they don't look terribly concerned about it. Like they're all very calm. They're all dressed up really super nice and have their hair nice. And they're in this wonderful garden. The sun is shining. There's all this beautiful shrubbery. It feels like it would be really nice to be in that garden, like just a nice sunny day. And you're just taking a little adventure through a labyrinth and just going to kind of see if you get to the end, right? So it's not like the scary, confusing, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. It's just more like a mystery, It's like, let's solve this mystery and see if we can get to the end of it, So it does feel like a really lovely adventure is what I'm saying. But you just don't know exactly where it's going to lead. You're taking a chance, seeing where it goes. Okay. That was long-winded. Here I have a ship. Again, another card talking about adventure. I have a tree, something growing. And I have a pear. Oh, okay. Actually, this card is called the birds, but there's two cards like this in the deck. There's a bunch of birds, and then there's another bird card where there's two to give you the idea of a pair, two birds that are paired, which kind of sounds like a relationship. And we do have underneath King and Queen of Wands. We have like a divine couple. It feels like there's an adventure. There's a farewell or a departing, a great adventure on this beautiful flying ship, a literal flying ship. It's not an airplane. It's a flying boat, a tree. So I get the idea of growing a pair. So you may be growing together. You may be saying farewell to a couple, or, there may be a pair that is saying farewell. Some of you could be going through a sort of a breakup, but I don't really feel like this is a breakup. It's more like growing into a pair. Like maybe there's an adventure. You may be adventuring towards somebody, or it may be that an adventure that you're going on in your life with regards to your career is hopefully going to see you grow in such a way that you will attract a pair, like growing into a pair or growing with a pair. You may be growing with a partner, like going through some sort of growth together. So take it how it resonates. I'm getting kind of different things coming off of this. But I have two cards here talking about a wonderful adventure and talking about taking a chance. And there's definitely a feeling of growth, and there's something to do with a pair. It could be that you and someone else have grown apart as well with the farewell. You may have departed, grown apart, the pair. There's that possibility as well. And you may be headed towards somebody else that we don't see here quite yet. Now I have the birds again. Okay. I have the other birds and I have a man. I'm getting the feeling of like a nervous man. For some reason, there's a man who's nervous, or there's a lot of chatter about a man. Okay. Let me get another card here. Confused yet? Oh, a man who is far away. The Tower card here. Could talk about something being far away. Sorry, I just need lip balm. I'm adding some lip balm here. Okay, so there may be some conversation. So the birds can be nervous energy. It can be chatter. It can be gossip. You may be hearing some gossip about a man from far away, or you may be having a nice light conversation with a man who is far away or who is isolated. I feel like it's nervousness about somebody far away. I did have the heartbreak card here. I don't like to predict sadness, but I feel like romantically this month or this next couple weeks, just this sliver of time for which this reading is, it doesn't feel great from a romantic point of view. It does feel like somebody may be distancing themselves from you, or vice versa. You may be distancing yourself from somebody, at least for this point in time, maybe not forever. There's a little bit of sadness. There's a little bit of a feeling of far away, of nervousness, of maybe being isolated from somebody. But the message of the tarot is really focus on your work. Your great adventure right now is going to have to do with your career, with something that you're offering, something that you're sharing with other people that is like brand new. And it may be best that you do this kind of on your own, right? And for others, it may be, if you are in a very good relationship right now. Not that you're breaking up, but that maybe you're doing this adventure together, that maybe somebody else around you that kind of just needs to go, sometimes we have these little crushes and such outside of our relationships, but they're really just distractions. And so I wouldn't focus on that. So if this applies to you, focus on your work. That seems like the best thing right now. Okay. I'm going to get some oracle cards to close out your reading. Let's take some animal spirit cards. Let's see what they got here. This one seems to want to come out. Oh, actually I grabbed two. Okay, so I'll take two. And they're upside down. Okay, so we got the fox and we got the otter. So the fox is very independent. The fox can be somebody that's tricky or deceptive, or just somebody that's thinking very independently. I feel like you may be doing something on your own, doing something in a very unique way this month. There may also be a need for self-care, like literally just taking better care of yourself, looking out for yourself, because nobody else is doing it for you at this time. The otter is a very playful energy. They're very, very close with their families, otters. They look out for themselves though. Like even though they rely very much on their families, ultimately they're responsible for themselves. Otters do this really cute thing where they tie themselves up with seaweed to get themselves, they create like these little seaweed seatbelts to tie themselves to rocks so that they're tethered so that they can sleep. They sleep in the water. And so they wrap themselves up with seaweed before they take a rest so that they don't float away and float out to sea when they're sleeping. That's just one detail I know about otters that I think is really cute. And it's somehow significant for your reading here. So I feel like it's about taking precautions, looking out for your own best interest. It's sort of like the future is not certain here. I mean, I do see success with the Six of Pentacles, and I feel like you're headed in the right direction and you're very ambitious and there's tons of opportunities. But there's also, again, there's that feeling of like confusion, of a little bit of mystery, of taking a chance. And so I think this is just about looking out for your best interests. So maybe there's a precaution that you need to take in order to kind of just create a little safety net for yourself. So it may be that you're putting some savings aside in an account that you can't touch, and it's not all up in equities. It's something that you can access quickly if you need to, like that kind of thing, right? Or it might be, about being really careful with your masks and your sanitizer, and not being more public, than you need to be in terms of looking out for your health, right? It may be that you have a sort of backup plan. There may be like another job or a contract or something that you could do part-time that sort of brings in some money so that, as you go further and further into your ambition and this new project that you're working on, that you still have some money coming in from another source. It's something like that. I don't know what it is specifically for you, but I am just getting the sense of looking out for yourself, because you may be the only person looking out for yourself right now, and just like maybe just needing to take precautions. But the other sense I'm getting from both of these cards is just a very playful, very lighthearted energy. And maybe that's the spirit in which you need to approach things. Playful and lighthearted. People will really respond to that. Very friendly, very cute, and very smart. Foxes are very, very smart. They're also very good looking. When you call somebody a fox, it's like, it's a compliment, right? I don't think people mean, oh, you're deceiving me when they call you a fox, even though sometimes it means that in the tarot. But they mean that you're sexy, you're looking good, right? So that may be a factor here. Either way, this is a very interesting mystery. It's a mystery type of spread. That's the sense that's coming through here. I'm going to have to work that into the title somehow. A great mystery unfolds, or I don't know, something like that, Libra. I'd love to know what you're working on, but maybe you're being secretive about it and you don't want to tell me. That's fine too. But if you do want to tell me, I'd love to hear about it. At any rate, I want to thank you for joining me here on the channel. It's been great having you. It's been really fun doing your reading. I hope to see you again really soon. And until next time, take very good care of yourselves. Okay, bye.